Hey everyone, hope you're doing good and 2026 is going well for you and that you are having a good day. If you are not, get ready to have an amazing time on today's episode. So, today was all about all the new discoveries I have made recently, and it makes me want to declare 2026 our year of new discoveries.
Spotify quickly.
Enjoy!
I feel like such a big babe right now. I am on Spotify. It's
Was
not a
funny and sad
state
at the
of
same time.
flow that I haven't been in years. The last time I experienced that kind of flow was in
Nothing else
2023.
mattered to me at that point. Let's get into this episode.
Hello everyone, Happy New Year! Now I can finally say Happy New Year, no longer in advance, because the new year, the 2026 that we have been waiting for, has finally arrived. And I hope that at the end of the year, we'll be able to look back and say that 2026 was good and that it was a year that many things changed in our lives for the better. I'm hoping I can say that at least. And I hope you are hoping that you can say that too. And yeah, how was the holidays for you? Me, I enjoyed the holidays. Oh. I enjoyed eating left, right, center every minute and watching everybody talk about the things they achieved last year. It was cute. There was this cake trend where people get cake and then they'll put the things they did on sticky notes and toothpick and put it into the cake and all of that cute stuff. It was really nice. I really like end of year trends, even though some people started doing too much. But then it was cute. And one of the trends that I found funny is this anonymous thing. Like people are always always saying that thing towards the end of the year. And it's mostly on WhatsApp. I don't know if people go public about sending me anonymous at the end of the year. But yeah, there are people on my WhatsApp posting send me anonymous message and I'm just like, this is really something. Oh. You that you know that you have bad character, you're putting you're putting send me an anonymous message. And some of you people, you know that your character is bad. Yet you still be putting send me anonymous message. I don't know what you're trying to do, but yeah, things change. And I also feel like all this anonymous message thing, I don't think I would want people to be hiding behind that kind of thing to tell me anything. If you want to tell me anything, come to my DM. My DM is open. Talk to me directly. Don't hide behind any LGN link or whatever. Come to my DM and talk to me. Let me know what you have to say. Ah, and then one other video I saw during this end of year thing. This was not actually an end of year trend. It was just a video that my friend reposted. And when I was watching it, I was just like, it's my generation. There's nothing I will not see. I thought I've seen it all. So what was this video? It was a reel. And on the caption on the reel, they wrote, "Me and my not ready for a relationship." And I was just thinking, now which one is this one again? Me now I'm still trying to make peace or come to terms with talking stage. They are now bringing me and my not ready for a relationship. And I'm like, if you and somebody meet and then you like each other and you guys are not ready for anything serious, can't you people be friends? Like, must you always must you always look for new names for things? Like, you people can be friends and enjoy friendship. Friendship is a relationship, by the way. You guys can be very good friends, but no, we think of names to give things and the labels. So many labels nowadays, and you're just like, which one are we? Oh, let me be sure, because friendship is now very nuanced in this generation. You can't tell. And so this week, I have been going through a lot of discoveries. Like, I've discovered so many new things this week alone, and I am excited to tell you all about the discoveries. But first of all, I am excited. I am overjoyed. I am very happy to announce that I have found my go-to hairstyle. I don't know if the guys listening to this will be able to relate. I think you'll be able to relate because you guys cut your hair now, and you know that there's a particular hairstyle you cut that will make you look very good. I will just enhance all your facial features and you just be like, hey, yes, now this is a fine boy. That kind of thing. I finally found the hairstyle for me. And this hairstyle is not something that I've not done before. I've done it when I was much younger. And as I grew up, seeing trends with hairstyles, these braids, bohemian curls, butterfly braids, all these orishi braids, I just started trying to catch up with trendy hairstyles. But this time around, I was like, you know what, I'm tired. I can't keep up anymore. And I saw this hair on someone and it looked really nice. I was like, oh my god, this hair looks good. And I remember doing something like this one time and it looked good on me. And then I decided to try it. When I made the hair, I was like, yes, I have finally found my hairstyle. I know that I'm supposed to have like maybe three signature hairstyles, so I'll be able to switch, But now that I found this one, I'll do it over and over and over again until I find the remaining two. I'll do it in different styles with different materials in different formats until I find the remaining two. That's one of the things I have discovered. And it's usually, I don't know if anybody or everybody listening has found their signature hairstyle. But I hope you find it. I hope you find it this year because it can change a lot for you. I also discovered something about nostalgia this week. So last year, when me and my friends were doing our podcast episode, we're talking about how we don't like remembering things. It's not like we can help it, but like let's say we have or we made some good friends in the past, and then we're no longer talking, not because there was a fight or anything, but we just both grew apart, or probably the friendship was for that particular season, and then we miss everything. We miss the experience, we miss the moments that we had, and it's just somehow sad that we can't go back. So, what was I thinking about? I was thinking of why people refer to the olden days as the good days. Like nothing good is happening in this present generation. They're just like the good old days. And what led me to think about this thing is my laptop. So I got a new laptop and I was working on it and then it went off. I'm just happy that I think I saved what I was working on before it went off. And then I was like, my old laptop now, the battery lasts way longer. Like it can last me for a whole day if I charge it just once. And I miss that about the laptop. But then at that point, I just caught myself and I was like, no, what are you doing? You're not going to do this. So don't forget all the things that that laptop put you through. Because it had good battery does not mean it was good. There were other things that you could not do with that laptop. So don't forget, I could not do a whole lot of other things. But now with my new laptop, I can do many things. I can try new editing softwares and all of that. And so I went to read some articles about why people or why we sometimes think of past memories and we don't remember the bad things at first. So psychologists and all of those people that are involved in social sciences, they were like our brain only remembers the good things that happens in the past, surprisingly. And I'm like, how is that even possible? How will you just be thinking of the past and only pick out good things? It's a good thing, yes, but then it doesn't make you fully appreciate what's going on in the present, because if you're not looking at the past as good, that means you're not even seeing anything in your present life as good. It's just like, things were better 2 years ago. We were able to do this, we were able to do that. But then it's good that you can relive those memories, but now doing it up to the point where you want to go back and where you no longer see anything good in what's going on in the present is very bad, and it can also shift your mind from living in the present. You won't be focused because you're like living in the past literally. And so I read about nostalgia, and the most surprising discovery that I discovered, how would I put it? The most surprising discovery this week was me finding out something about Nigerian justice system. So I was just on my own, as I am usually on my own, and my friend sent me a picture. And the picture, it was someone's status on WhatsApp. And the person was like, rape and false rape allegations should have the same consequences so that it would deter false rape allegations. And so when I read it, I was like, I know nothing about these things, like nothing at all. So I went to read or check Nigerian justice system and all the consequences for some crimes. And I found out that the consequence for rape is actually life imprisonment. I was very surprised. I did not know that it was life imprisonment. Although there were other exceptions. I think I saw one of 14 years, but I didn't really check like that. But it was just this life imprisonment that I saw. And apparently, false rape allegations have the same consequence as rape allegations. So yeah. So the question was that should they have the same consequence? That is for me and my friends to discuss, but I just discovered that thing about Nigerian justice system that I did not know. It's funny how I do not know anything about law and the constitution and all of that. And I think I should read more about that. Should actually add it to my list because I wrote a list of things that I wanted to know more about this year. And Nigerian law and the justice system was not included in it. So I'm happy that I was able to find out this information. Another thing I also found out is this thing of group sessions. So someone posted about how she joined the group and they've all grown. They are better from how they were when they all joined the group. And so I was thinking, like me that I joined the group one time last year, nothing changed. Nothing changed, and I'm not going to blame the group. This one I'm going to blame myself. Because first of all, the reason I joined the group, I didn't have all the resources to even achieve the goals. So I was just joining based on my desires and what I wanted. I didn't really check if I had the resources to achieve those goals, and I was just joining based on vibes and it was trending then. So I joined the group. And so I was now thinking about people that would join groups and then in their own life will not change. But other people in the group are coming to share testimonials of, oh, I was able to read 5 chapters of my book today. And then you are there like, wow, that's so impressive. And then you that are in the group supposed to be participating, you now start clapping for them. And so I was thinking and I went to read about the origin of group sessions, these accountability groups, and all of that. And I saw that it started in during a world war, either World War One or two, where they wanted to host therapy session for some soldiers, and then they could not afford to bring so many therapists. So they had one, and they had to gather many soldiers to one therapist, and that's how group therapy started. So it's not like it was something that was part of the institution. It was just something that was born out of necessity. And then the therapist observed that the group sessions were actually helpful because the soldiers recovered faster and better when they had other people to relate with and all of that good stuff. And so that's how this group thing started. So yeah, joining a group to improve on yourself is not bad. But then the problem is you now outsourcing the entire responsibility for your growth to that group. Because last, you are responsible for your life. You can't outsource your growth. So a group helps better. I realize that a group helps better when you are already in motion. So let's say you want to read 100 books a year. Can you read 100 books a year? That's insane. Okay, let me calm down. Let's say you want to read a book every month. That one is better. And it's going to be helpful if you're already interested in reading. Like you already like reading, you read a bit, you read some things. Let's say at least in a quarter, you read 2 books or 1 book, but now you want to increase it to 1 book per month. You can join a group that helps you with that. And then you will actually go along with all the group rules and regulations and everything. And that's one. Another thing about this joining of a group thing is I was discussing with this with my friend, and it's how when you're in a group, it's hard to know your full potential because your potential now will not be limited by what the group says or what the group thinks or what the group is about. But if you're on your own and you're stretching yourself, it's almost as if when you're in a group, you can't stretch yourself beyond the limits of that group. But when you're on your own, you can see what you can achieve on your own. Then you'll be able to know more about yourself and know the things that you can achieve. Yeah. And so one very final exciting thing that I discovered this week is that the podcast crossed 200 streams. And when I saw it at first, I was like, it's good, it's nice and all of that, but let's keep it moving. I didn't really want to say anything about it or post anything about it because I don't know where I learned this habit from, but I've become the person that doesn't really know how to celebrate wins or wallow in losses. Like I'm thankful for things, I'm grateful and I just keep it moving. I'm just like, oh, this happened, it's good, thank God, and I keep going. So I don't really stay so much in wins or losses. It's a good thing, I think. It's good, sure, but I think that sometimes I move on too quickly from things like that. So when I saw it, I was just looking at the numbers and I was like, hmm, this is actually this is actually a milestone to celebrate in this journey because it's like we've had I've had 7 episodes out now with 200 plus streams. That's like people have listened to the various episodes more than 200 times. That is something. More than 200 times is quite a number. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to, celebrate a little, make a post, and thank everybody that started this journey with me. And I did that on Instagram. And my friend saw it, and then she was like, "Oh, that is really nice. That she's happy for me." And all of that, and I was like, it feels nice to celebrate. But yeah, that one is there. I found out we have, of course, 200 streams on both YouTube and Spotify, and so it's a good thing. And so over the past weeks or what else have I been doing? I have been talking a lot this week. I have spoken a whole lot this week. Had many conversations. Not many conversations. I've just had like deep conversations with different people. And one of the conversations, most times I'm the one that usually starts them sure. So I'm guilty. There's one time I just entered group chat and I just threw the question, is love unconditional? Let's discuss. And then one person was like, you don't come again. Please leave us alone. And I was like, no, I've been thinking about this thing. I know like God's love is unconditional, but was my main concern was love with human beings. And so everybody was saying what they thought that but my friend was like, okay, that when it comes to human beings, there has to be conditions, this one and that one. But then that was not even really the answer I was looking for. But I still kept thinking about it, and just like that, one day when I woke up one morning, the answer just came to me. I was like, wow, this is so nice. So, what was the answer? The answer is that love in itself is unconditional. Like, you can be kind, be patient with people, and all of that. You don't need perfect conditions to do any of those things. When it comes to human beings, when it comes to bringing people into your life, there has to be conditions. It's like boundaries. Yeah, is that a better word? But let me just use conditions since I'm coming from if love is unconditional. So yeah, when it comes to human beings, that's relationships with human beings. There are certain conditions that must be met for that relationship to thrive, for it to achieve whatever goal it's meant to achieve in your life. Some conditions must be met because you can't say you are friends with someone or you claim to want to be friends with someone and then you don't even do things that a friend should do. You don't show up. There's no communication. There's no nothing. You are not sharing anything about your life. You are not like everything. Your situation is just very somehow. And so yes, and I didn't tell my friends when I discovered this thing. I told them that I'll say it on my podcast. So they'll listen to this, and this is your answer, guys. Love is unconditional, but when it comes to relationships, with having close friends, and even choosing a marriage partner, there are conditions to be met. Yes, it's not just based on love, even though it would be nice, because I know that there are some people that are in the school of thought of, oh, if you love me, you would accept me for who I am. You accept me as I am. They will be using that thing to excuse their bad, very bad behavior. Imagine someone that gaslights you every minute, telling you that if you love me, you would accept me as I am, and all of that. Like that's someone that is not even ready to meet the conditions that you have set for the person to be your friend, and you shouldn't even be you shouldn't you have the free will to walk away. Like it's not by force, but then you can still love the person, but you don't have to be friends with them. Friendship is a conscious choice. Any relationship is a conscious choice. But yeah, you can love people, be kind, be patient, be all those things. And yeah, that's it. And another interesting conversation I had was doing my research. What was I even looking for? Okay, I was still checking for this thing about nostalgia, why we remember only the good things that happened in the past, and our brain skips the bad things that happen. And I saw this thing. I saw the heading of this article. What's meant for you will never leave. Ah, when I saw it, I laughed. I was like, this is interesting. What's meant for you will never leave. Ah, it was very. And so I had a discussion with my friend, and then we're not able to reach a conclusion that yes, there are things that are actually meant for you in life. Maybe a person, a particular job, or all those things like that. But then you have to be able to put in the work required to keep that thing. Yes, something is meant for you, but life is not like that. Let's say you're somebody that okay, you know that or you believe that being an influencer is meant for you, but then you're not doing anything. You're not making any effort to even learn the influencing work very well. You're not showing up, you're not doing anything. Like there's nothing that you're sticking to help you in the influencing journey, and you just believe that what's meant for you will find you eventually. I don't really know how to feel about that kind of philosophy of life. It's just very somehow. Like there are some things, or is it even some things you have to work for things in this life. And I feel like that kind of philosophy takes away the fact that you have to put in the work. Because some people might just be like, if it's going to work, it's going to work, and then they will not put in any work. And it's different from when you're actually working, and then you know you can't control the outcome of things most times, but you know you're putting in the work. But then you're like, okay, I'm doing the work, and I don't know when this will happen, but I know that I'm putting in the work, and I believe that it will eventually come to me. And if it doesn't come to me, even as I'm putting in the work, then I'll just channel my energy somewhere else. So yes, what is meant for you will not stay. Oh. What is meant for you will not stay if you don't have the character, you're not putting in the work, you're not doing anything that will make it stay. Imagine someone saying that, okay, being rich is meant for you, but then you are not working, you did not, even if you inherited $1 trillion from somebody in your family, if you're not putting in the work to manage the money well, everything is going to disappear. So yeah, the things that are meant for you are the things that you what's the word? The things that are meant for you are the things that you have the capacity to keep. Yeah, I think that's the best way to put it. The things that are meant for you are the things that you have the capacity to keep. So now, since it now depends on you, you now have to increase your capacity. Because when you increase your capacity, what is meant for you will also change. Or what you think is meant for you will also change. So if you're like, okay, like maybe a $1 million job is meant for you, you're going to increase your capacity, you're going to increase your earning capacity to be able to earn or land that 1 million naira paying job. So yes, that's another thing I discovered this week. You see, this week has been a week of many discoveries. And I'm also back in school. As you all know, I think I forgot to announce one exciting thing too. I think I said it that I changed my laptop. I'm so excited. See, I feel like people that really understand are my friends. Yes, it's my friends that actually really understand how much this new laptop means to me. Even though I said I was missing the old one because of the battery, nah, I will work with this one. Maybe it's just a charge. There's electricity. I will charge the laptop and I will work with it. And yeah, so that's how my week has been. What else did I do this week? I read a book. Oh, I'm still reading the book, Sha. It's the book of the month. I'm trying to stick to one book per month so that I can actually finish the book and meditate on the things that I've learned and try to apply it in my everyday life. I'm actually reading a business book and it's very interesting. Oh my days, I like books that make me think, not outside the box alone, but to think of a new box. Think outside the box, think of a new box, think of a whole new shape, in fact. And that's what the book is doing, and I'm really enjoying it. And also, what else? Someone recommended a movie for me to watch, and I was so excited about watching it too. I went and I saw that it was a series, and I was like, I don't know how I feel about series. The last series I was watching, that's Top Boy. I don't even know if I finished it or I stopped at season 4, episode 3. I think so, yes. That's why I stopped. And it's Severance. Severance, that series. Because we're talking about how people are always saying that your personal life and your work life is different. And me, I was just like telling that my friend that, oh, your personal life and work life is different, but it's still the same person that is coming to work that is going to live the personal life now. So how can you now say that okay, the things going on in your personal life won't affect you at work? Yeah. And so the person was like, okay, I should watch that movie, that it's nice and it's very related to the conversation that we are having. So yeah, those are the things that I'm excited about. And I pray that this year will be filled with many more discoveries for you and for me and for everybody else listening to this. So yeah, I hope you have a great week this week and that you're able to achieve some of the things that you set out to do, and have a nice time. Happy New Year once again. Bye.